Welcome back, all you sports and gambling fans out there. Today, we're doing a lot of NCAA betting coverage. And joining me here, Ross Benjamin, our SBR contributor. Now, the game we're looking at here is the USC Trojans going up against the UCLA Bruins. Ross, a pleasure to have you here as always. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing great. A crazy time of year, as we discussed off year, Dex, but all is good. I hope the same is for you.
It's great, man. It's just, like you said, a bit of crazy day, man. But hell, I mean, that's what March Madness is all about. So let's see if we can put a little bit of the crazy into all this and see if we can make some money out of it, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, fantastic. Let's start looking at the 12-19 Trojans first. Now, they're coming into this game after a close 67-64 win against the Arizona State Sun Devils. Yet they've only won 3 of their last 10 games. And one of those losses was coincidentally against UCLA. Now, that was back on March the 4th, where they lost that game 85-74. But that was the second game that they played this season. Back on January the 14th, they lost 83-66. So, Ross, I mean, if USC wants to have a chance to win this, what are they going to have to do?
Well, they probably need to carry over the momentum from their epic comeback win yesterday versus Arizona State. I mean, the Trojans trailed in that game, Dex, 58-43 with just 9:45 to play. However, USC finished the game on an improbable 21-4 run to complete a frantic comeback, which resulted in a 67-64 win over the Sun Devils. The questions now become, Dex, does USC carry the momentum of that comfort behind win into today, or will they physically and emotionally be drained due to expending so much energy just 24 hours earlier?
Yeah, definitely that rest factor is going to come back and bite them, but hopefully they can keep it going. Now, on the other side of the court, we have the 19-12 UCLA Bruins. They're riding a 3-game winning streak and have won 7 of their last 10 games. Now, they also had a lot of time to rest, actually. Their last game was against USC. That game was March the 3rd, which I already mentioned, and they won that one 85-74. But they did fail to cover the 13 points in that spot. So, Ross, I guess it can be safe to say that UCLA kind of has the edge in this one, but do you think that they can actually cover it too?
Well, let's start by saying this, Dex. The UCLA Bruins are in serious contention for a NCAA tournament at-large bid. They're on what we call the proverbial bubble when it applies to the NCAA tournament. The general consensus is that the Bruins need to advance to the Pac-12 tournament finals in order to go dancing. And that would require a win today over the crosstown rival and then pulling off an upset over Arizona, the 5th-ranked team in the country, in the Pac-12 semifinals. But first things first, they must get by USC. In any event, I feel pretty confident in saying that UCLA will display a high degree of urgency in today's game, especially considering their intense rivalry versus USC, and the Bruins will be out to avoid at all costs being eliminated from the conference tournament and have their big dance hopes dashed by USC, of all teams.
All right, so I guess it's going to be a pretty intense game. Now, for the spread, UCLA is being favored by 9 and up to 10 points. But, I mean, there are a few concerning factors here. UCLA is 15-16 against the spread, while USC is 17-14. And, you know, when UCLA has been favored by 7.5 up to 17 points, they've gone just 4-6, while USC is 7-3 when posted up as 7.5 to 17-point dogs. So, I mean, why should we be laying the points in this case, Ross?
Well, those are all very valid points and very astute observations, Dex. But you have to look at prior to their win in the first round of the conference tournament on Wednesday, USC had gone a miserable 2-12 in their previous 14 games, and they finished last during the Pac-12 regular season slate with a dismal 3-15 record. Now, you made some good points as far as how they've been a profitable team in those certain situations, but they haven't been in a situation like this in a conference tournament play versus a desperate UCLA team who hasn't played in over a week. And USC, again, they're playing with no rest. As I just alluded to, UCLA will be rested, they're focused, and they're clearly the better team in this matchup. This game I could see being competitive for a half, Dex, and then look for UCLA to dominate the second stanza, which will result in a decisive Bruin win. I like laying the points here with UCLA over USC. Take UCLA minus the 10 over the USC Trojans.
See, Ross, that's why you're the man. Thanks a lot for the insights here and the pick. We'll pick it up again tomorrow.
Thank you, Dax. Always a pleasure.
All right. And hey, everyone else, don't forget to check back with us tomorrow for some more sports coverage and your free picks. Till then, for SBR Picks, this is Dax Floyd.